Mitchell, who is going to propose resolution number 11. And Laura is from the Murray Constituency Association. So welcome, Laura.
Thank you, Conference. I'm not actually the author of this resolution, but I didn't hesitate when I was asked to move it on behalf of my branch today. There are few issues that matter more to me than the rights of every woman to have autonomy over her own body. It's a right that must be protected, enshrined and defended by the full weight of our nation's laws. It's not just a matter of policy, Conference, it's one of principle, of justice and of basic human rights. For generations, women have fought tirelessly for the right to make decisions about our own bodies, our own lives. So let me say loudly to the tiny number gathered outside our hall today, not your body, not your choice, we are not going back. Conference, abortion isn't only a healthcare issue, it's one that reflects our broader struggle for equality. And across the world, we've witnessed the tragic consequences of women being denied this right. Women forced underground, seeking dangerous and often deadly alternatives. On International Women's Day this year, France became the first country in the world to explicitly include the right to abortion in its constitution, recognising that these hard-won rights cannot be taken for granted and providing a powerful shield against any attempts to roll them back. It fills me with fear and fury, delegates, that we live in a world where our reproductive rights are under attack. Around the world, we're witnessing a worrying rise in populism and regressive policies that seek to undermine the rights of women and marginalised communities. With independence, Scotland will have the chance to build a new and modern nation state built on our progressive values. And as we build our better nation, the foundation should be built on a constitution that enshrines the rights of all of Scotland's citizens. Our constitution will be more than just a piece of paper. It will be the highest expression of our nation's values and our aspirations, the bedrock upon which our laws and our institutions are built. By placing the right to abortion within our constitution, we ensure it is a right that cannot easily be stripped away. We protect it from the whims of politicians, from changing tides of public opinion, and from the potential influence of outside forces. In doing so, we provide women with the security that they deserve, the knowledge that our rights are not up for debate, our autonomy is guaranteed. It's about building a future where future generations of women grow up knowing that their bodies are their own and their choices will be respected. Enshrining the right to abortion in our constitution is not just the right thing to do, it's what we must do. It's a declaration that Scotland stands for equality, for justice and for freedom for all our people. Independence is not only about reclaiming political power from Westminster, though that is essential, delegates. It's also about defining who we are and what we stand for as a country. Conference, backing this resolution today will send a clear message that our party will always defend and fight for abortion rights. And though not mentioned in this resolution, and so not what we're voting on today, I do think it's important to say that support for this motion doesn't mean we should wait for independence to further protect and enhance the rights of women in Scotland to access abortion. There is more we can do now, and I hope to see the Scottish Government take action to recommit to the decriminalisation of abortion in Scotland, to work to ensure that all women can access the services they need here in Scotland, and to ensure the enforcement of the recent buffer zone laws that were passed after the excellent campaign by Back Off Scotland. Conference, this resolution is about the kind of country we want to create and how we want to use the powers of independence. So let's make it clear today that with independence there will be no rolling back of our rights, that a woman's body belongs to her and her alone. I believe in independence because I believe in our vision for a Scotland built on equality, compassion and social justice, a Scotland that will resolutely defend the rights of all of her people, a Scotland we can be proud of. Conference, we must never go back. Please back the resolution.
Thank you, Laura. Now I have a request to speak for the resolution from Kim Marshall. Kim wishes to speak in favour of the resolution. Kim, will you also second the amendment? I don't have a card in for you. Okay. So I don't have it in front of me. Please accept my apologies. No, I'm certainly not, sir. I'm just trying to take some advice to ensure that we adhere to our own rules. Yeah. Conference is content to let. Sorry, I don't know your name. If conference is content to let Sani Donald speak without a card being put in, that's fine. No problem.
Thank you for that. Conference, my body has not been my own for as long as I remember. My body was not mine as a child when men catcalled me walking home from school. My body is not mine when I go into a bar and I get groped. And if I was a woman living in America right now and needed access to an abortion, my body would not be mine. Conference, women's healthcare should not be up for debate. Our access to healthcare should not be a controversial issue. And yet it does seem to be a debate. It does create controversy. Young girls grow up in a world where objectification of our bodies is a given. It's a given that we decide by committee on the individual choices that an individual can make, despite the fact that we have no idea about the circumstances that led that woman to make that choice. Let me tell you, quite frankly, I've had enough. What I do with my body is nobody's business but my own. What any woman in the world does with their body should be nobody's business but their own. And yet here we are, once again, discussing what women should or should not be able to do with the bodies that have been objectified since they were children. Discussing if our rights should remain our rights. Walking into conference past a group of protesters who care more about an unborn life than the woman who is alive and faced with the traumatic choice that they have. So until we reach the day that we stand here discussing men's bodies and their access to healthcare, I will continue to stand up for women. I will continue to stand up for women and for what is right and fair. I ask you to support this resolution because whether you know it or not, someone in your life has had an abortion, as is their right. Thank you.